Let's
All right,
go.
Due to the weather,
Due to God,
G-O-D, the big G himself, and his homie JC, we are down 2 fellas because they're late.
they
for
got
the pod.
They got frigged up by the big man upstairs,
Dude,
doing snow dumps.
you've been
on
wearing
him.
a toque, okay?
Yeah, I have been wearing a toque all day. It's like minus 30 million.
Hang on, I gotta turn this thing down for a second.
Oh, is something popping?
You don't want that echo in there, right?
The echo? Bro, get some verb. Yeah, it's cold as fuck. You know what's crazy is I saw, like, every time I go outside and drive now, there's like a car just exploded somewhere. Someone just like forgot to put on their winter tires and got destroyed by something. Every single time I get into a car, it's just like, oh yeah, there's a dead person.
Yeah, you know, I feel like a lot of the time that's got to be like people who they are like maybe new to the city. I mean, I don't know, because like, if you're not from here and you have to drive in the snow, that's like a totally new experience, and I bet you immediately you fuck yourself up.
Oh yeah, imagine you're like a dude from Mumbai or something. You've never seen snow. I mean, I've never been to Mumbai. I don't think it snows. I think it's super hot.
I think it's very hot.
And it's like, and I think the traffic conditions are a lot different. Like the traffic laws, then you come to Edmonton, you're like, okay, I think I got a handle on it. And then it's like, yeah, first day of winter, it's oh shit. Basically anyone who hasn't come and driven in like a winter climate, even in where was it? Weren't we driving somewhere on tour and then
Holy
it snowed?
Fuck. North of, when we were driving, that was north of Fargo.
Oh yeah.
And we were going like up into Canada. That was like, it just made, it was just like a sheet of ice the whole trip. And then
semis in the ditch everywhere.
Yeah. Whoever was driving at the time was going too fast.
One of many.
Shall be named, but like, I was just like, dude, there's no way we need to be going like 120, 130 on this fucking road. And that was when we had the Ford, the
ice road truckers,
the notorious for flipping and everybody dying. Like I just saw
E350.
Yeah, the big white one,
classic band van.
I just saw a post, some band an Australian band who was touring.
Oh, classic!
And they were
somewhere with no snow.
Silent Planet, I think is the band's name. And they were touring in Idaho, or Utah or something. Anyways, somewhere where it has snowed, and they flipped and got flung.
Oh man!
So they like woke up like. And then we're like, where is everybody? Because they all flew out of the van. Because it's classic. Cause you can see in the picture, it's like there's clearly a mattress in the back.
Oh,
so they were sleeping.
Man, that sucks.
Classic. Yeah,
yeah. I guess I would rather get a fine in Austria than like be surprised by winter conditions that I've never experienced before and flip the van.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think there's any road conditions we haven't gone through.
Yeah, we drove through some sick fires in. On the West Coast. What was that, when we were playing with Death Angel, or was that Unleash the Archers? And it was like, I think it's every year. Yeah, I remember driving up the West Coast in like the mountains, and like both sides of the road are just on fire. It's like, wow, okay, this is cool. This is cool. It's the complete opposite of snow.
And then insane hailstorm, possible tornado alley in Texas one time.
That was great.
I guess that's not Tornado Alley, but like.
Oh, it kind of is.
Is it?
Sort of, yeah.
I guess
North Texas, yeah.
Yeah, we had like an insane hailstorm that was like, you can't even see like what's going on. Everybody's just pulled over because it's just like, you just can't see, except for the truckers. Trucks just plow through it. They're like, whatever.
Fuck your weather.
And then hurricane.
Oh, hurricane's classic.
We didn't really drive through it. We were just like adjacent. It was impending.
Impending doom 24/7, but we voted to shred.
Yeah.
And then we went down and shredded one show and the rest got canceled.
That was so fucking funny. So yeah, when we were in, for those who don't know, when we were down, the first show we were playing with the
Dark Tranquility
and Warbringer tour, which was awesome. Except for the start, of course. The first show, we had to drive all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Somewhere down, like almost to Miami. And then there was a hurricane like about to make landfall in there.
Makes landfall the day after, I think.
Yeah.
It was like either the day after or the day after that.
So yeah, so we're like we're driving down, and then like we stayed at a hotel the night before, and it was like, this Florida's gonna get fucked up by this hurricane.
Evacuation orders have been issued.
Yeah. And then we're like, we did like a vote, who wants to play the show, because the show was still on.
It was.
And both bands showed up, I believe.
Yeah.
And
whole thing
so
happened.
we were like, let's do a vote. And me and you and Billy voted to go. And then was it Chris and Adam?
Yeah.
Chris and Adam voted to not go.
I have no reason to remain alive. Shred till dead. It's like, fuck it. If I die, sweet.
Yeah, so we went down, and then that show was fine, but the vibe was really weird. It was like everybody was getting ready to get obliterated, basically. The one guy was like, yeah, I usually just like grab a bottle of vodka and
hide in the bathtub with my dog.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit, dude, that's crazy. All right.
I mean, it sounds like it could be a totally awesome time. It's like, okay, there's a hurricane. I'm just going to load up on mushrooms and sit in my basement.
I'm just going to freak the fuck out, run out into the thing.
What if it's awesome? You're just like totally fucked up, and there's like a hurricane going. You're like, whoa, sick, dude.
I mean, maybe it'd be cool. It'd be pretty fucking scary, I think. On mushrooms? Oh, I hear a guest. New challenger approaches.
Which challenger do you think it is?
This must be Jono.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I hear an effeminate women voice, so it must be Jono.
He's currently getting assaulted by the dog. Yeah. Whoa. Here, chill out, dude. Don't hit the camera, there. Look. Yeah,
we're freaking going hard, brother.
We're going hard. Have a seat. Have a seat, young fella.
I suppose.
Well, I gotta
sit.
Yeah, we're low on mics, so I have this 57 just in case.
Oh, look at this, Jono.
It's like, oh, someone bring a mic, so I brought a mic.
I said I had a
mic.
57, but this is not a good mic for podcasting, I don't think.
No, I want to sit in the middle though. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to sit in the
Just
middle.
take this.
All right, everyone. For those of you who don't know, this is Jono.
Hi, I'm the guy that's not the new guy because that's Simon. But hi.
So, did you see any destroyed cars on the way here?
No, it was just traffic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots of traffic. Most of the major roads getting out of downtown, all under construction, down to one lane right now.
Shit.
And it's rush hour. That was fun. I'm stealing that.
You can steal that.
Stop asking me questions.
Yeah. What was it? Yesterday, I think it was. I was heading home, and like,
Better. What's the beer sitch?
I have one, and you have none. That's the sitch.
But there was like
Tell
a car.
Pete. Someone write Pete. Tell him to bring some.
There was a car, and it was basically just exploded in the middle of an intersection. And there's like a fire truck sitting in the middle of the intersection, but nobody cares. And it's like, oh, can I just get through? I just want to like turn.
Get out of my way! I'm trying to get home.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I'm too busy.
To be fair, I was like, should I like avoid this intersection? Nah, I'm turning left. Everyone else is doing it.
Dude.
Drive around the dead body. Yeah, whatever.
That's fucking like mob mentality type shit where you're just like, everyone else is doing it. If I go through, what's the difference?
Exactly.
See, I'm not a piece of shit. I don't go around. I just go, like over. Like
Just run right over the body.
Like
It's fucked
get
up,
angry
dude.
at the cop. No, not the cops. The firefighters.
You got to mercy kill him.
Yeah, that's it.
Guy's bleeding it out, and you're just end it for him.
Oops, I missed. Let me try again.
Brutal. That's
Brustles.
brutal. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cold.
Yeah, I can suck my ass.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't get to experience the brutality that is the shitty cold. I mean, I think more and more. I think more and more people are getting to experience that because of alleged global warming.
Climate change. That's fair. I've always maintained that like past minus 15 Celsius, you can't really feel the difference. It's just all, to me at least, it's all just like cold, and it's a matter of like how long until everything hurts. That's the only difference.
Instant.
Yeah,
Ow, my eyes.
yeah, basically. So that's like minus 50 or like minus 40 ish, and then you add some wind chill on top of that. So I mean, it's not that bad. It's just long. It's such a long winter here.
There's a definite difference between like minus 20 and minus 30. That's like, you can't, like you could run out to the garage and grab a beer if you wanted to in minus 20. And then in minus 30, it's like, ow.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
That's what I mean. How quickly until everything hurts.
I have to put my snow pants on to go get a beer from the garage.
I gotta get a beer fridge down here.
Yeah.
I looked at they had like a fucking, I don't even know what you would call it, like a classic car version of a fridge, on sale, but it was still like $400.
I want to get one of those Marshall mini fridges.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Maybe I can convert this old PV amp that I never fucking used.
Oh, you got a bass cab over there.
I got a fucking bass cab too.
A literal fridge.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Would you set it up?
Fridge? That would be funny.
Fridge. Would you set it up so that each speaker cabinet is actually like empty and that's where you store the beers?
You can only fit like I guess you could put them in like lying down.
Have some snacks in there.
Yeah.
One
some
thing.
Cold cuts.
Yeah.
Some deli meats.
Some deli meats.
I mean, that was something I remember from the later half of the tour with Beast in Black is at least once per day.
Handing out cheeseburgers?
Not that. That was fun too. No, Dan coming back from whatever gas station or grocery store we went to with like a pack of sandwich meat. He's like, protein, bro. And then he'd eat the whole thing in like a minute.
This is healthy. Yeah. Just eat a whole thing of Black Forest ham. That's how you, dude. This is how you get lean, bro.
Yeah, that's a tour hack out there for anyone who's watching.
Don't eat vegetables. Just eat meat. Just eat fucking nitrate-filled meat.
And get the pickled eggs from the gas station.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, the ones in the so there was two kinds because Pete had one from like I don't know where we were. It was like
and then unleash farts all over.
Yeah, it was like a truck stop gas station in the middle of fucking nowhere, Kansas, and like it's just like this jar sitting at room temperature. Oh no, it wasn't an egg. It was pickled sausage.
Oh yeah, pickled sausage.
Yeah, Pete's so much right.
Pete's got like this adventurous spirit when it comes to eating weird stuff on tour. Like you'll get like weird shit from the gas station, like random sausage from various places in Europe for sure. Like try all the different ones.
I mean, I'm down for
pickled
like
sausage though. It's probably good.
Yeah, well, he didn't drink that whole thing of gazpacho in Spain and then like shit himself.
Here's some homemade gazpacho. It's like, thanks. Diarrhea.
I'll leave it in the fridge that doesn't work in our fucking tour van. Oops.
Jesus.
Milk's gone bad.
Brutal.
Gross.
Good old shit yourself on tour.
You know what's fucked up? China's trying to invade our democratic system here in Canada. So says one headline I read.
I did see that.
And Justin Trudeau is on Drag Race. Those are two headlines that I saw.
Yeah. He's on Drag Race?
Yeah, and then I clicked the Reddit article, and people were like, yeah, clearly nobody watches this show. It's like, there's been quite a few politicians. They come on the show for like 2 seconds and say...
On RuPaul?
Yeah. And they say, vote. Don't forget to vote. And then they leave. They don't like participate in any way, really. Like, usually they're just on there to do a cameo and be like, you guys should fucking vote. And that's it.
Like on the American Drag Race?
It must have been the Canadian one.
There's a Canadian Drag Race?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty funny. But like you could see that like seething hatred just obviously in the Reddit comment section. It was just like, ugh.
That's everything on Reddit though.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then they're like, no, he didn't dress up as a drag queen. It's like,
well, now I'm not going to vote.
He just went on there and was like, vote.
If Trudeau isn't walking around in heels and a mini skirt, I'm not voting.
He's probably good at drag considering his makeup experience. Roast.
Oh, if he's not taping it back, I'm not voting for him.
He knows how to make that face look beat.
He beats that face.
Einhorn? Finkel?
The first transphobic movie, openly transphobic movie.
How times change. Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing. Nirvana the band, the show. Have you seen it?
Nirvana the band, the show.
It's so fucking funny, and they have a bit on it where they talk about how I think how that one was transphobic, or if it was Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire was like surprisingly transphobic because everybody's like, gross, a man, like dressed as a woman. Like, it's so brutal.
It was the 90s.
It was funny back then.
I was like 2. I don't know.
Yeah, so was I. I was literally 2 in 1990.
Damn.
I would not be born for another few years.
Oh, shit. Well,
Damn,
there you go.
dude. I was 4. I'm old and shitty.
I'm also old and shitty.
Being
Speaking
old
of
and
shitty,
sucks.
our fucking Facebook reach.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All 100 people that
Dude, you can it's like you have 60,000 people like followers cuz they switched it from like likes to followers, and then that's some sort of different distinction.
but they still track how many people like it, like the page, right?
I think so.
Like it's like whatever the number is likes, and then followers is a very different number, and then reach is like
Facebook is dumb, dude.
fraction of a fraction.
Stinks.
Oh yeah.
It's like going down the tubes.
It's, out of like 60,000 people on the Facebook,
The Facebook.
we on ours like who like our and follow our shit, like 1,000 people see our post.
Kurt.
Unless you pay.
Yeah.
I might start paying. I feel bad for our fans. They haven't seen our cool fucking podcasts.
Wow, you have a podcast? Actually, I was at the gym yesterday, and there was a guy in the locker room, and he's like, holy shit, are you in Striker? I was like, oh, hey, how's it going? But,
Where both your dicks out?
yeah, both
Just
dicks are
standing there
"Oh,
naked,
sweet."
like,
yeah,
wow, dick,
whoa,
nice dick, man.
bro. And he's like, yeah,
You're
bro,
on that
you're
podcast.
hanging big. And I was like, thanks, man.
Yo, that thing's crazy.
But yeah, it's always interesting that, like,
Drag it on the floor.
Anyways.
yeah, like, people don't know, like, even though they're fans and they come to your shows and they're like, oh, I love your band. It's like, oh, did you know about this show? And they're like, no. Like one guy that I met a guy last weekend, and I was talking to him, and he's like, oh yeah, I just started going to shows, but I really like heavy metal. And then I'm like, oh, cool. What was the last show you went to go see? And he's like, Beast in Black. And I was like, oh, no fucking way. We opened for that show, or we were direct support.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, we're in Striker. And he's like, you're on my Spotify. I didn't know you played. And I was like, what?
Dude, it's weird. I don't know.
Strange times.
It's getting harder and harder to fucking
It's
get...
challenging to just reach people who are already interested in your
I know,
stuff, right?
dude.
So what you're saying is the best way to do this is to just go into locker rooms,
Yeah.
fully nude,
Yeah.
and just start talking to people.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
have
where
you heard
all
of our
the
band?
action is.
Yeah, man. Where the nude dudes at?
We're the nude dudes.
Naked men love heavy metal. It's true.
I can't argue with that.
Rob
Halford agrees.
Yeah, man. Dude, how funny is it that there was for so long people were like that in that heavy metal parking lot?
Yeah.
They're just like, man, fucking Halford probably slays. He probably fucking crushes puss. And then it was just like,
Nope.
man. But in hindsight, it seems obvious. But at the time, nobody knew. They were just like, yo, this is the epitome of fucking
That's
masculinity.
the toughest dude
the
ever.
toughest dude who slays the most slays. And it's just like, man, nope.
Nope.
Getting that bussy.
Yeah, he's slaying something. Sheesh. Good on him. Just
Yeah, man.
funny, man. Like, people don't know shit. People are fucking dumb. And so am I. I'm dumb. I bought this toque.
Sick toque, bro.
It's like a fucking dude. I didn't. It's warm. Like, it's,
classic.
you know.
It's what it's for, right?
Yeah.
And then, but it's fucking. I look like fucking Jimbo when he steals the football from that fucking in The Simpsons. It looks crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna return it because it's nice and warm, but it's like, kind of makes me look like a fucking idiot.
Carhartt toque on my head,
Yeah,
as
what's
was the
the
style
style
at the time.
Yeah.
See,
So everybody out there,
mine's
it's not
kind of
my
like that,
fault.
but mine doesn't stand up. Mine just kind of flops.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll start to flop.
See, where you fucked up is you got the branding patch right there, because then you could do the one more roll to pull it down.
Oh,
Man,
I
you're-
guess I could fucking.
Maybe it's just too long. I
Do
don't
you
know.
need the logo out front, though?
Yeah.
that
Otherwise,
essential?
how are people
How
going
are
to know?
people
How
gonna know
cool
that
it
I like
is?
hardcore music?
Basically.
Fuck yeah.
How will people
yeah.
know that I'm a hard worker?
Yeah, that I work. I am a blue collar worker.
Nice.
So
I guess technically I'm a white collar worker. I mostly type
you're
on a
not
computer.
like me, dude. I'm different.
Although I was out delivering letters and stuff today, wearing my steel toes.
What's the kind of color of collar you have if you work on Wall Street?
fucking shit brown color.
That's me.
Shitter color. No, if you worked on Wall Street, cocaine white.
I work remotely on Wall Street.
Oh, there you go. Even more cocaine white.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Double nostril stuff, bro. Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's been our podcast.
Hey, you guys want to hear a weird, funny story that just popped into my head from 1,000 years ago?
Yes.
One time when we were in Halifax, we
on tour.
Okay. We went to. We had a rager night.
Oh, I heard that.
This is way back when Ian was in the band. We had a rager night, and first time in Halifax. We ended up at the we ended up at some sort of karaoke bar, and I was trying to get. Oh, there's two parts to this story. Hang on. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Okay, so first of all, at the table we were at, for some reason, there was some guy, and he was like, I cut Bruce Dickinson's hair. And
I thought you were going to say, like, his dick or something. And I was like, what?
No, he's like, I cut Bruce Dickinson's hair in
his foreskin off.
1980 something. And I was like, well, I have no way to like fact check this. So sure, I guess maybe you did. And then he was like, you want to do some coke? And I was like, no. Like, bye. And then so I went to
I mean, his story
I'm not
checks
going to
out.
name names in some of this because it's funny. But I went to put my name in for the karaoke, and they were like, there's a crazy long wait. I was like, I'm going to do Maiden song. Crazy long wait. They're like, you probably won't even get in. Like, you might get in. There's a lot of people trying to get in.
Don't even bother.
It was fucking raging. And I went back and I told another member of the band that. And said member went over to the guy doing the thing and just like whispered in his ear. He's just like, hey, man, I heard you suck gay balls.
What?
Like, that's what because he was like, he won't let us sing. So, alcohol was a factor. I heard you suck gay balls.
All right.
And then,
nice.
And then immediately got kicked out.
It didn't work, eh? It didn't get you guys to the front of the line.
The guy was just like, this guy, he's out. And then they grabbed him, took him out. And then one of the other guys in the band gets up, and is like, if he's leaving, we're all leaving. And then just he walked out of the bar. It was so fucking funny.
Idiot.
And then the next day, we went for like a brunch on like sort of like the main strip there. And the waitress was like, you guys look familiar. And was like, were you screaming, yelling, running down this hill last night? And we were like,
maybe.
Possibly. She was like, yeah, I think I saw you guys. Because there was like a bar at the top of the hill that had 100 beers on tap.
Ooh.
We went there first.
Naturally.
And then fucking, yeah, it was pretty funny. Good weekend.
Notorious weekend.
We were young. No, we were in our early 20s.
Man, just young pups.
Yeah. Cut loose in the world.
Yeah.
Drinking beers.
Probably not invited back to Halifax to play after that.
Dude, it's hard to get out there, man. It's expensive as fuck.
Fair.
And I remember because on that tour, we played in, I don't know, wherever's closest. It was like Montreal. Be sort of closest.
It's not even close.
Yeah,
dude, I know.
Nowhere near.
So we were like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, this makes sense.
We'll just like
close enough.
We'll do that the next
30
like
hours
two days later or whatever. It's like, dude, the fucking drive is like insane.
Yeah,
we didn't realize. I think we played where we were supposed to play in Moncton, I think, and that didn't work out, and it was just like
Bert Ains.
Shit was brutal.
Yeah, I remember Stryker played there on my first Canadian tour with you guys in Halifax, and then I remember at the end of the night we were the headliner or whatever. And the guy's like, "Oh, thanks so much for coming. Here's your payment," and it's just like a roll of toonies.
Dude, wasn't it a roll of toonies and a handful of weed?
Yeah,
it was like a handful of weed. I was like, what, dude? No, we need gas, bro. What?
Thanks for driving like 8,000 kilometers. Here's a roll of toonies and some weed. Okay,
Jesus.
I'll just go kill myself. Fuck.
I'll just keep doing this for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
For money, yeah.
Wow. And then I remember we went to like some crazy house party after that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I remember that. That was Eric Hanlon's place, I think.
Oh, really?
At the time, way back. Yeah.
Your boy.
Jaboa, who came on tour with Skullfist and did merch and was also potentially going to be the singer.
Yeah.
Depending on how
On Jackie's health.
Jackie's vocal health was
Jackie
going,
Slaughter.
which was fine. A couple beers in him, he's fine.
Yeah.
A couple beers.
That's the secret, man.
Yep.
Booze. It fixes you right up.
That's what. Yeah.
So how many sober people have we ruined on tour, or
Just
at least
two.
watched?
Just two
Yeah.
people.
I'm not drinking anymore.
Oh, there's only been 2
3
people I
days
can
later.
think of that started out being like,
I'm not
"This
drinking.
is a sober tour for me," and then like,
Yeah, okay.
You have to be
Couple
a
days
special kind of deranged to try to do a tour entirely sober. There's just points where it's like, I need something.
Did I tell the story about how Chris Ammett like fucking roasted me?
Oh yeah,
Did I tell that on here?
I've heard you tell it many times. I don't know if you told it on here.
We were just like, so on that
Dark Tranquility.
Dark Tranquility tour, he was playing guitar. I think still is.
I'm not sure. I think the other guy left or something.
Yeah.
The dude that was working out all the time.
Yeah,
I think he.
Swole.
Yeah,
Swole man.
Swole man.
Mr. Swole.
Jan Swole man.
Yeah.
I have him on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, so Chris Ammett, like had been sober for quite a while or whatever, you know. It's like been in
Shred
this,
monster.
in the scene for a long time, so it's like, sometimes you gotta fucking grow up and
I
stop
know.
chugging beer.
No.
But
I'm growing down, dude.
and then I was telling a story, and then like I started it with, oh yeah, we had been,
drinking
beers, and he was like, oh really? Like, that's weird for you guys. And I was just like, damn, dude.
Harsh.
The way he said it, he was like it was funny, like he wasn't trying to be a dick or anything, but I was just like, damn, he kind of just made me feel like a fucking idiot. Come on, man. Come on, Chris.
No. But they were Bud Lights. That
Dude, I
makes us
wish.
unique.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Only recently we got roasted
true.
on the gram.
Oh, really?
Someone
Did we?
commented and was like, cheers for Bud Lights, and then like a barf face. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, that's fair, dude. I get it. That was me 2 years ago.
That's where I started. On my 18th birthday, my mom got me a cube of, I think, Coors Light and Bud Light. Maybe it was Coke. Anyways, it was like some cheap beers from Superstore or something. And she got me 2 cubes on my 18th birthday. And I was like, that's disgusting. I hate beer. Yeah. But then, like, it's because my birthday's in the summer, and it's between high school and university, at least for me. And it's like, okay, you're 18, it's the summer, you're still doing high school shit and like going to parties all the time. I was like, I know, I'll just drink like 3 or 4 beers before I go to this party and then do whatever,
And look at you now.
Yeah.
You're in a band.
Now I have severe brain damage and I can't count past 4.
You don't need to.
That's your job.
Fuck. Is it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sometimes you even have to count to 7.
When?
Well, not in this band.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do in other bands.
Oh, yeah.
Shitty. What's the weirdest time signature you ever played?
Top 5 time signatures, go.
Definitely. It's just the alternating stuff. So it'll be like,
The non-musical stuff.
basically the stuff that is
Stuff
like
that doesn't have a groove.
7/8, 7/8, 9/8, 7/8, 7/8, 9. That just fucking throws you off because there's no repetition.
1,
really.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
There
3,
you
4,
go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Except twice
Done.
as fast because that's 7/4.
Shut up.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, unless the
No,
tempo is
how
not
does
really
it
so-
just
how does the
happens
tempo
fast.
affect the time signature? That's not a thing.
Yes, it does.
No, false.
Incorrect. Depends on your meter. You foolish fool.
And then you go
You
backwards.
fool!
No, that's like how fast you count is the time signature.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. How fast and how high you count is what the time signature is.
Bro, I just counted so high.
Like
No,
the
it's how many
bottom
bars
number.
per beat. How many beats per bar?
Yeah, and then the bottom number of a time signature is how fast you're counting. So 4 is quarter notes, 8 is eighth notes.
Like 3, 4 is
Yeah.
3 in a bar.
3
Yeah.
quarter notes
Yeah.
in
So
a bar.
you don't count like 1 and 2 with 3 because that's eighth notes. You do 1, 2, 3. So that determines how fast you're
I
counting.
don't think either of us know how this works. I agree.
Just stick to
Agree
4,
to
4.
disagree.
Let's stick to 4, 4.
In the comments, if you know how time signatures work, explain them in detail.
Especially if you know what a circle of fifths are. I don't need to know, but I probably should. Give it to me only in emojis.
My amount of like theory I know is enough.
I remember when I signed up for university, my major, I think, was music. It's either my major or minor, whatever. My first year of university, I go to my first music class, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out. I just withdrew, and I was like, this fucking blows, suck my ass.
I mean, it's just shit for nerds.
Now I got a Juno, suck my ass, idiot.
Joke's on you.
Actually, it's funny, I in high school, like, I was always, you know, in band class and shit, but in, I think, grade 11 is when, you know, I was
smitten.
Yeah, consumed by Bud Light, we'll call it. And I stopped like giving a shit really, and I was just like, oh, band class is, I'm just gonna fuck around. And so like I would purposely play wrong notes and shit in class.
That's classic band shit, dude.
Yep.
And like my teacher, like for the first, it was really funny because like the first 2 semesters, he's like, oh, Tim's pretty good at, because I was, you know, not bad.
Because you're a bit of an egghead.
Yeah. I wasn't bad at saxophone because I was playing saxophone at the time.
Sick.
And then he figured out that it was me who was doing like the fucked up, like purposeful wrong notes and shit.
Were you like, you blow too hard and it goes, it's a pinch on
that was the best thing about saxophone.
Yeah. Or I'd just be like doing the flat, like the worst, like the most incorrect note
just
you could
one
play.
step off.
Yeah. I'd be just like purposely doing, or like everybody's quiet. It'd be like a piano part, you know, where it's like pianissimo. It's shit like that. Yeah. And then like he figured out it was me, and then in the last, he only figured out for the last semester. And then like in the notes on his report card it's like, Tim is like fucking around too much. He's a piece of shit. He should never take
word
music
for
again.
word what they put in his report card.
But it was
Next time I see him, I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head.
yeah, basically. He's like, he's never gonna amount to anything. This guy's a fucking idiot. Well, joke's on you, idiot.
Yeah, how many Junos does that teacher have?
Probably fucking -1 now, bitch.
Roasted. There you go.
So there you go.
Nice.
All teachers are wrong.
I had good. So in our school, they had a guitar class.
Nice.
So I took that, and it was sick.
Did you fuck around, or did you
Not
actually do
really,
it?
because I was like stoked on guitar. That's the thing. It's like if you're playing an instrument, you don't give a shit about it. It's kind of like whatever. But I was like into fucking guitar, so I was like, you know, you have to play
Classical shit, though,
classical guitar with like the nylon strings and
right?
everything.
I kind of wish I learned how to do that. I can't do this.
I can do a little bit.
I suck at that.
It's regressing every year. It gets worse. Used to do the resguados, bro. Ring.
You got to get the Esteban.
Yeah, you can stand, or you can stand on the guitar.
Yeah.
Perfect. Those are great ads.
Yeah, Grand Pulse
Bro,
guitars.
what's going on with your custom fucking guitar?
I don't know.
Still waiting? Trying to figure it out?
No, I ordered it like 2.5 months ago. Sent them a credit card, and they told me it'd be like over a year wait. So, bark, 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 bark.
It must be
is.
Pete.
Bark.
It must be Pete.
The dog alarm has been triggered.
Get him, Leela.
Oh, are we live?
Lilo, easy on the cans, bro.
Oh, Leo's getting freaked up.
What's up, fuckers?
No one can hear you.
What? Yeah, maybe they can.
Yeah, you probably hear that.
Adam,
ambient.
Mike,
what's up, fuckers?
I was thinking about
What's up, farters?
I was thinking of adding a room mic down here so we could have some
So we can hear when
So I
people
can
are
do some-
barfing in the toilet.
some parallel compression on the room mics, and
Hey.
then get some real nice.
Dude, get that Benson
beef.
vocal multiplier when it comes out. There could be like 30 of us.
That way you can hear the heater
Plug.
that's constantly running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. That's a fun fact. I recorded the vocals down here for
Play to win?
a bunch of
like
albums. No, I guess it was only Play to Win here. And I have a behind the camera here. There's a squat rack, and I have or like a power rack, whatever you call it, and I had moving blankets around it. And then I would have to turn off the furnace while I was recording.
yeah.
Were you recording in
I
winter?
don't remember when we were recording.
I think we recorded in the winter.
Yeah, so I had to turn the fucking,
Play to Win.
or at least just the fan off while I was doing vocal
Was it
takes.
cold as hell in here or what?
Nah, I mean, you just turn it back on, it's fine, but it's like, because I only record for whatever, like an hour or two.
At a time,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's only so much you can.
Pipes freeze. House explodes.
Yeah.
The pipes.
Oh, I thought you meant
freeze up.
yeah, vocal pipes freeze.
That too.
Pipes freeze.
Yeah.
Just imagining.
How far
Dan
are we
in
in,
this,
boys?
This too.
How much did I miss?
We're at 1,051 bars.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
What is that?
Sounds
in
like a good
for?
night. Bar hopping. We're bar
It
hopping
says
here.
5:11 p.m.
Yeah, I still don't know where I'm looking for the time.
What's the tempo of the podcast? What BPM are we at?
Probably 120.
Yeah, probably. It's default, ain't it? 150 bars. 150 bars at 120 BPM.
Running up on 35 minutes.
do the math.
There you go. There you go. We're doing good.
So Pete, how's life?
Good. I got lots going on.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Shredding.
Spec work.
Working
Fucking
hard
shredding,
working on some top
spec
secret
work.
shit.
Yeah, I got some top secret shit I'm trying to do right now.
Dope.
Hopefully, I can tell you all about it sometime. If not, too bad.
If not, it will remain top secret forever.
That's right. This document will explode in 5 seconds. 4, 3.
Dog here.
Yep.
Dog in the room.
Yeah. So, what are you guys talking about? Like
What were we
We're talking about
What's the-
band
what's the
class,
theme?
basically.
band
Yeah.
class?
So you in band
Yeah.
class in high school?
Officially,
or junior high?
no. But I would constantly sneak into the band class room and play with
Oh.
the instruments.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, and by
Um,
instrument, do you mean like?
the skin flute.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I used to go jerk off in the band room when no one was there.
Wow.
Oh, this flute feels amazing. Like, wow, man, these keys are mighty slimy today. I don't know.
Get the
No, I
what
used
is
to
it?
took lunch
Fucking,
hour.
like,
I'd
2
go hang out with
Pete
my
gets
band.
2 seconds
right.
talking about his dick jerk.
What is it? The spit valve or whatever on
Yeah.
a trumpet or whatever?
Oh, those are disgusting.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is-
okay.
and
I
stop,
need one
no.
of those on my.
I got this. No, let's get on a topic that's more.
Yeah, band class.
More better,
I used to
yeah.
sneak in at
Jesus.
like break time and like lunchtime, and then my friends that like we were forming a band like in grade 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
We were horrible, of course. We called ourselves Underwire. You know that part of the bra.
Yeah.
And we were doing like we would do like Marilyn Manson covers and stuff like that, and just easy stuff, right? And none of us were very good. A couple of the other guys were pretty good. I just started. And so we'd sneak in and we'd just use the stuff when no one was in there because I didn't take actual band class in high school. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Just blowing on someone else's saxophone.
No, I'd usually grab the bass or
Oh,
the
okay.
guitar or the like
The real instruments.
the drums
Yeah,
or all the rock stuff, right?
Nice.
I did take private guitar lessons though.
Ooh.
And that's kind of how I got started. Was I told my parents when I was quite young, I was like, I want to play guitar because I had an older brother who's like heavy metal guy, right? And I was like, oh, I'll play fucking guitar, man, it's super cool, right? So they were like, okay, they got me a cheap acoustic guitar and they sent me to guitar lessons. And I started going to guitar lessons and they were giving me some shit. We had to play like folk songs, like Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley, and all this stuff. I was like, man, this sucks. And I told the teacher, I was like, I want to play rock and roll. Can you teach us some rock and roll? And he's like, before you learn rock and roll, you gotta learn the fundamentals. And I'm
Dude,
like,
that's the
fuck
worst.
this.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yeah,
And it was
good.
about
Dude,
a
of course.
year later. I had a friend who was he was quite a bit older than me, a couple grades above me, and I knew he had an electric guitar, and we go over to his house and hang out, and he started lending me his electric guitar on the weekends because he'd go off to do like a part-time job, so he'd give me this guitar, and he showed me the basics of like power chords and shit and how to read tab.
So what you're saying is he ruined your life.
Yeah, completely. This guy set me on a downward spiral that I'm still on. Thank you, dude.
Dude, once,
Look at me
you,
now.
once you go
Call him
down
out. What's his
far
name?
enough,
His name's
you
Hugh.
go
He's a
back
great
up.
guy.
That's
true.
how it works.
If you dig all the way through the earth, you'll come
out the other side.
Yeah, you probably will.
Hang
But
on.
yeah, no, it was good. So
bottom.
that's how I started, man. And I started picking up guitar mags
Yeah.
and like learning all this stuff from them, like what do notes mean and all that bullshit,
Yep.
you know. And
So-
then Hal Leonard, and then
Yeah.
the internet came
3
out.
Blind
and-
Mice.
Yeah.
I taught guitar for a while.
So I did briefly as well.
And,
Nobody did their fucking homework.
Boy, oh
Yep.
boy, was that a disheartening job.
It sucked.
It was half the time. It was, parents dropping kids off so that they could like fucking go do something
party.
for like half hour and not
Gonna
have
go
to,
drink and do
Yeah, it's like,
blow.
I'm gonna have a fucking beer at the bar while my kid's in the guitar lesson.
Yeah.
And then
Smart.
the other half was just people who were like, they had good intentions, but just were never going to practice.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was maybe like
I love it.
1% that were like actually stoked on guitar.
Mm.
And then would like do okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah.
I had a part-time job doing that too, at an actual music store, like a CD and like cassette store and all that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then they'd open up the back room like whenever I had a customer to come in, and like you said, it was mostly that teaching people beginner chords.
Yeah.
But then one time I had this guy come in who was like way better than me.
Oh,
and
shit.
he's like, I need you to teach me everything about modes and like,
Oh,
you know,
you're like,
how they work together. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
So
let
I,
me
like,
Google that real
yeah,
quick.
so I had to do a bit of studying, and I was like, I think it has something to do with this and like that. And he's like, you don't know what you're talking about, dude. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I really don't. But I can do this.
Dude,
You got to turn on sport mode, and then you can shred.
yeah. I think it's a good thing for a kid to go to a guitar teacher just to learn the physical stuff.
Yeah, Sure. yeah.
That's like
Tips, too.
I mean, just learning how to like, because I remember when I first started playing guitar, I just taught myself for a long time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eventually got some lessons, but you know, mostly the first couple of years was me just fucking around on my own, and I was holding the pick in like the weirdest fucking way.
Marty Friedman hand.
I was just like, you know, I was doing the Tim still does it. I've switched.
Oh.
I saw a thing with Paul Gilbert, and he was like, yeah, I switched because that was dumb. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a bad habit of putting my pinky on the body of the guitar.
That's
to
fine.
Keep
I
my
mean,
head.
lots
Yeah.
of
Then
people do that.
another guitar guy told me don't do that.
No, that guy's a
Yeah, shit.
dumbass. He obviously doesn't have the keys to the Lamborghini. Have you ever seen Michelangelo Badio, dude?
That guy has also
all
never
three-
played Vakken, so
He
fuck
puts
that guy.
all three of his fingers like on the guitar. He's like, it's
Yeah.
important to have
He's
an anchor.
fucking finger blasting
Yeah.
it.
Well, like shit, like one of the coolest things was
Depends on the style you're playing. Too,
yeah,
right?
Guthrie Govan was saying like his analogy for picking is like you need to have your hand anchored on the guitar because when you're writing with a pencil,
Yeah.
it's like first of all you don't write from the back of it, you choke up to the top, so choke up
I write
on
like
the
this
pick.
though.
And then you
true.
don't
You don't jerk off
hold
the base of your
you don't
wiener.
hold your hand
What?
off the table to write.
Wait a
You
minute.
put it down on the thing.
Yeah.
It's actually very common with like a lot of drawing and art styles, not writing, but like still fine, precise movements where people like that's how they do it. So
You know what I think?
What does
If what
Guthrie
you're
know?
doing
Come on.
sounds
Only like
cool,
the best guitar
who
player
fucking
of all
cares?
I know.
time.
No, he's legit, but it's interesting because I mean
What is this,
that's the
classical?
thing. Like to relate this to the drums, it's like like the bar
Yeah, how do
of
you hold
entry
your
is
drum
so
pick?
fucking low. You can anyone can sit down and play like an AC.
Yeah, but if you don't have good technique, you're gonna get tired.
well, that's the thing.
what I learned.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing. If you
yeah.
don't like, I don't know, 99% of teachers out there don't know anything about technique, and I'm
Just
not
kinda
saying
doing
I
it.
do, but I know that I don't know like enough
to teach,
It's,
yeah.
and it's just
Yeah, I
it's,
should not be a
it's
music
scary
teacher.
how many people are just like,
I'm just a-
hey,
I'm just
this
a
guy
player."
on YouTube does it this way. I'll do it that way too.
I should barely be a musician.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I barely made it into this band.
It was essentially blunt forcing our way through music. Just what works?
Well, at least we got this cool podcast, you know.
Well, I don't know. It's funny because like writing, I found that lately for the new stuff, I'm just trying to write way more. At least trying to.
Different,
Sometimes
yeah,
you get
lots of
stumped
stuff.
and it just like you get derailed. But
Yeah.
I find that it's more just like the generation of ideas, right? Like it's so rare that you're like you sit down and you have like the perfect like
You need pucks on net,
this
bro.
diamond fucking thing
Yeah.
comes out of you that's just like
Yeah.
a perfect fucking song. I mean, it's happened where I sat down and wrote most of a song and it's like that might be most of it.
Yeah.
But then it's like
For example, what song would that be? Do people want to know?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I can hardly
Do you remember any of those?
anything, let
that just
alone that.
bang, just fell out of your drawers and was like, hey.
I
there's a-
remember writing the lyrics for the chorus of the front
Yeah.
in the car.
Oh,
I was
cool.
thinking about it. So I was thinking about like how, you know, no one can think the way you think, like in your
Yeah,
own
sure.
mind, right?
Yeah.
So no one can ever fully understand, no matter how much you tell someone
Who you are.
how you feel
Yeah.
and what's going on. It's like no one can ever really understand what that is. It's like that whole thing with if you get taught the color red is my color blue, we'll both agree on it, but it could be different for both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like you could have inverted colors.
That Bud Light can,
Yeah.
it's red.
Yeah, but it looks blue.
I read it.
Wait, is that blue? But yours is red?
Sure.
But since you were taught that is blue, you'd be like, oh, that's blue.
I blew myself.
I don't think they can even, because it's all your brain figuring that stuff out,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like, you can't, dude.
Is anything even real,
very
dude?
mysterious.
Nothing is real.
Anything even real?
It's all vibration.
Yeah, dude. It's
That's
just
why
wiggly
music
air.
rocks,
If
dude.
a monster jerks off
Spicy
in the
air.
bathroom,
It's all
is it
spicy
even
air.
there?
There you go.
It's all spicy air, bro.
Spicy air.
Wiggly air.
It's all wiggly air.
Wiggly
yeah.
air.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wiggly
About to
bits.
solve the mysteries of the universe on this
Yeah, dude.
pod.
Look out, Shaggy.
And then
I
you consider
comment.
all the frequencies you can't even hear.
Yeah.
All the shit that's constantly happening.
Dude,
that you
imagine
just
making
don't
music
know.
for dogs.
all the ghosts that operate
even know
at
if it's
frequencies
good
that you
until the
can't
dog told
see
you.
or hear.
Yeah.
Think about that. There could be a ton of ghosts in this room, but they're operating on 30,000 hertz or whatever
There's probably a ghost in my room for sure.
in your room.
Yeah.
Yeah? Some weird shit go on down there?
Oh yeah.
I mean, other than
What's going
the
on in your
obvious.
what spooky shit's going on in your room?
Yeah.
Oh, real spooky.
Really?
Did someone draw dicks all over the whiteboard?
Who could that be?
Oh,
I just feel like I'm losing fluids all the time.
yeah, yeah. You got one of those vacuum ghosts.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude! I thought you were gonna be serious. I thought you were serious talking
Damn,
about
bees the
haunting.
bad, everybody.
I thought there was gonna be a haunting going on, but damn.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's talking about
There's a
shitting.
haunting.
Yeah.
Haunted by the ghosts of what I ate yesterday. Oh man. Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah.
All right. So, anybody listen to any new shit? I mean, I feel like eventually we're gonna have to structure a little bit more on our pods where we
I listened to the new Skid Row.
hit some new notes. What did you think?
I
haven't
think
listened to it
Eric's
yet.
fucking killing it, but he's just a sick singer, man. That
Yeah,
guy
he
kills
is-
everything he
He is
does.
fucking rad.
His other
Sweet.
band too. What are they called? New Horizon, I think. I listened to them. It's good power metal, man. Good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had another band outside of like Heat and now Skid Row.
I emailed him.
Did you?
I emailed Eric Gronwall.
Yeah.
Get from me, bitch.
No, and I said I asked if he did like Skype lessons because I was watching like a cover he did, and I was like, this guy fucking rules.
Oh,
I was like, I wonder
plays,
if he can
dude.
give me some hot tidbits.
Did he
of
just
advice.
immediately block you?
No, he wrote back like pretty quick
No.
actually, and was just like, he's like, I've never done lessons, and I don't. He's like, I don't know,
And I'm not starting for you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where to start. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd pay you, bro.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
funny
I-
reaching
maybe-
out to people sometimes. Hey,
Dude,
like
I
just
could-
randomly.
Honestly,
Yeah.
maybe I should have just asked him if he'd want to do an interview.
Oh, yeah.
And then
just
wanna be on
be like,
podcast?
hey,
Yeah.
do your thing, bro.
Probably costs too much money now that he's in Skid Row.
You never know, though.
I messaged just on Instagram the guitarist and singer of Lost Society because I know somebody who's a huge fan, and I was like, man, for their birthday, it'd be super sick if they got a cameo from this guy, right? They'd lose their shit.
Yeah.
So I just messaged him on Instagram and I was like, yo, dude, I'll pay you and shit, but do you do like cameos? Like, would you just say happy birthday to somebody for me and tell me how much you want, and I'll toss you some cash or whatever. And he's, oh, you don't need to pay me, man. What's her name? And yeah, I'll do it up, no problem.
That's cool.
So he just did
Nice.
this 30-second thing where
Chunk.
he's like, yo, hey,
up,
happy
homie?
birthday.
Hell yeah.
And then, it was really rad. And then, of course, the person who got the thing was absolutely floored. And I don't know if she
Very
lost her
stoked.
shit, but
Something came out of her.
something came out.
Quite excited.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never know, if you reach out to somebody, they might even just like, I try to reply to,
Yeah.
a lot of messages if we get if it's like a striker fan or somebody like that,
Yeah.
and it comes up and
Don't be
if
afraid
it's not,
to
if it's
message
not
us
super
directly.
weird, like I'll be like, yeah, what's up?
I'll probably more likely to get back to you before I get back to my close friends.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Tim, what are you listening to these days? Fucking lo-fi hip-hops to study to?
Basically, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's Soul Search and Destroy. So he's like a DJ, I guess.
Soul patch,
And I think what he actually does is he like just makes playlists and maybe does some like remixing and shit. But it's I'm big into the what do they call it? Future funk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
I love it.
synthwave but super funky.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
You know, a
That
guy
sounds
from the UK named calls himself Brendan.
No.
He does.
You don't know Brendan?
Yeah, he does. He's a
You're
synthwave
white.
guy.
You
Everybody
know
knows
I know
Brendan.
this guy from UK
You know,
named Brendan.
He calls himself Brendan. It's his artist name.
okay.
Brendan.
That's still a terrible
you
artist
just look
name.
up.
How do
You got to
search
look
for
up
that?
Brendan Synthwave
Yeah,
on
there you
YouTube
go.
or whatever, and it comes up.
There you go.
And he's got a whole bunch of like the funky Beverly Hills Cop style
Sick.
retro.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super cool stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Soul Search and Destroy, like all of the thumbnails are like basically just a repeating GIF, but they're all like 80s anime.
Sweet.
Well, not all of them. So there's like a bunch of like Pokemon ones and just like different kinds of anime, but they have a lot of ones that are like inspired from like classic 80s anime shit. And I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah,
That's sweet.
Voyage, chill. What was that beat?
That might have been me
Was it
going.
you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That
like
sounded like a
I
beat.
thought it was like a click track going on the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I was like,
Beep,
oh, what the
boop, boop, boop.
oh
Yeah,
my
so our
God.
podcast is in time.
What
None
about
of us
you?
know how to count.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Jono? What
Was
are you
that
listening
4-4?
to?
Yeah, man.
I can't count that high. I've been listening to a lot of Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles.
Oh
I
shit,
do not know
another
who that
funk.
is. But funk.
Another fellow
Funk is
funker.
great, man.
Oh yeah, there's stuff. Basically, every live performance he does, each song is done a completely different way. Like it's almost improv the entire time. It's so
cool.
fucking cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Improv's
so that's
great.
sweet. I've been listening to a lot of that. There's a band called Mute Math. I've rediscovered my love for because they just released like a new album, like a live album after being dead for 5 years or whatever.
Sweet.
Sick.
And then for metal, there's this band called Car Bomb that's like basically Meshuggah, but not Meshuggah. They're pretty sick.
Assault.
I guess for metal, I've been listening to a lot of Lorna Shore
Yep.
due
Oh,
to
yeah.
our circumstances.
Yeah. Tread.
Yeah,
We're
shredding.
best friends with all of
Yeah,
Lorna
we're basically
Shore now.
best friends
Yeah.
with Lorna Shore.
With Mr. Lorna Shore himself.
Mr.
Yeah.
Lorna?
Mr. Shore.
Yeah, Mr. Shore. Yeah, Lorna, the
Speaking
person.
of
Lorna.
improv, I used to live in a little, like a ski resort town in BC called Fernie, BC. Little tiny place with wicked snowboarding there. But there was this bar called the Royal there, just a resort dive bar. And it was like 2 or 3 nights a week. There would be an open jam where anybody could just bring an instrument and everybody would improv jam. And it would be such a blend of genres. Like there'd be a funk bass player and a heavy metal guitar player and a country drummer or who knows. And it was just everybody just get up and people would be swapping instruments mid-song and there would be these
That's cool.
epic songs that lasted like 20 minutes where people were swapping members with the crowd and people would come up and freestyle sing or rap or like and everything was there was these huge long epic songs that had never been written and would never ever be played again. But the cool thing about this town was there were people from all over the world would come to snowboard and ski, right?
Nice.
And just stay there for the winter. So you'd get all these different people who with, varying, skill levels and whatnot too. But usually you'd get a handful of just amazing people up there and you'd just improv. But people be like, A minor, key A minor. And then everybody, they jam along in D minor and then the drummer would change up the beat and the bass player would be like, change to G major, and then everybody go to G major, and it was incredible, man.
That sounds cool.
Sounds like some theory.
Super sick.
Yeah, that sounds too complicated for me.
It was rad.
I think
one
there's
time,
E minor.
my
What
best,
fret on what string?
my
Play
best memory
five.
of that place. Best memory is me and there were about 5 or 6 other guys that were always there, and then I ended up always being there too. So we always became we became really good friends. We used to do this Super Mario rendition together. It was really rad. But we went outside and we smoked a big thing.
Cigarette.
Yeah,
big
We
dick.
smoked a big cigarette outside.
Big skin flute. Yeah.
And we came back inside and we were hanging out, and then we stunk real bad, of course, like funny cigarettes.
Like performance wise?
Yeah, no, like because of what we just finished doing. So we come in and somebody's like, I smell weed.
Some
So
skunk
that
out
became
there,
our song. We just everybody up the top of their head. We wrote a song called "I Smell Weed," and it was like it just became this epic jam that we did every time.
That no
I
one
Smell
could
Weed.
ever remember.
Nice. That's funny.
It was super cool atmosphere. I wish I could go back to those days and do it once more.
There is a far less multicultural version of that in Edmonton at a jazz club here.
Oh, yeah?
The Yardbird?
A jazz club. Are you sure they'll let us in? They might let you in.
We could all dress up and look the part.
We
I'm
could
sure.
all get
Sweet.
circular glasses and go in there.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
No, but there
I'll
is
just
like
take
it's
the
a line
sideburns
like
off
it's
my
just an
mustache.
improv
It'll be
jam.
good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Listen here.
What's up? What do you got?
I got
Dan?
the hot shit. Artist, Tales Under the Oak. Album, Swamp Kingdom. Bro,
It's good.
it's goated. I put it on at your party, and fucking Adam's wife was like, "Turn this the fuck off." It's just like weird fucking ambient like music that you'd like if mushrooms had like theme music. It'd be like
that. Oh,
like
wow.
not
very
like magic
accurate.
mushrooms,
Yeah.
just regular mushrooms, like dirt mushrooms. They're just like.
Speaking of
This is
weird
the song
shit,
of the Portobello.
you guys ever listen to an artist called Genghis Tron?
No.
No.
That was some real weird shit. I guess it must have been 15 years ago I was listening to that. But it was like, it's like heavy metal, but like super experimental, wacky heavy metal mixed with kind of like robot sort of feeling stuff. I don't know. It's fucking whacked. If you're going to listen to a song by Genghis Tron, look up a song called Laser Bitch. It's
I'm
super
intrigued
sick.
already.
It's super sick.
It's biatch,
Laser Bitch.
man. Who we at
Yeah,
there?
man.
Well past 50 minutes.
Well, damn.
Shall
well
we
past-
move on to the page
Well
version
past.
of this?
as well work on Patreon here.
Might as well go for a page.
Well, I'm glad I made it here in time to say hi to all you fine folks out there in internet land.
And don't forget to come to our show November 25th.
Yeah.
It may or may not be on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a Twitch?
Wait, what? No, not us. I think Rav is Twitch streaming it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So I don't know what his thing is.
Raviol.
Just fucking
Ravioli
search
music?
it,
Yeah.
dude. Any
Yeah, search it.
You don't need the link from us. It's like fucking just Google it.
Yeah. Use Google.
Sit here while we
People
read
don't-
out the link.
Yeah.
People don't want
Here, yeah, write down this unclickable link. There's like
like a mile long.
say, dude, I can't do that.
Was that an uppercase or a lowercase E?
People don't want to have to Google shit and then, look
Dude, I Google
through
shit.
it. It's like I just want to click on stuff. I do too, I guess. But
All right, Patreon
yeah.
starting now.
3, 2,
Smell you
1.
later, non-subscribers.
Peace out.